we recently went over the best thing or feature or whatever you want to call it about every single Call of Duty. And today we are going to do the complete opposite of that, going over the worst thing about every Call of Duty from Call of Duty 4, not including COD Mobile or the first three because I didn't play those. And yeah, just going over what the worst thing or worst feature about every Call of Duty is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity, my name is Mark, and in today's video, that's exactly what we're doing. Song of the day is called Pink Skies by Zach Bryan. It is an absolute bang-a-mite, okay? It is a bang. It's obviously a country song. If you don't like country music, I guess I get it, man. I can understand how people wouldn't like country music if they like live in a city, because I think the reason why I like country music so bad is because I like to drive like with my windows down with the sun setting and listen to some country music. It's such a vibe. But if you live in like a city and don't really get to experience that, then I kind of understand. But either way, give it a listen, give it a try, put your hater glasses off for a second and try some country music out every once in a while. Without further ado, let's get right into the list, I guess. Again, we're going in order of release, so Call of Duty 4 is going to be first. And obviously this video is going to be very negative. It's the worst thing about every Call of Duty. That doesn't mean that I hate these games, obviously. It's just every Call of Duty has one or two things that you would obviously want to change about it, okay? These are just the worst things. It's obviously one of these Call of Duties is my favorite Call of Duty ever, so, and I'm still gonna have to say something bad about it. So again, guys, just don't take it too personally. I see some hate comments sometimes, and I'm just like, man, I don't know, what am I doing, man? I'm just trying to make videos, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's get right into it though with Call of Duty 4. And the worst thing about Call of Duty 4, because this is definitely not a feature, it's just a part of the game, but I'm gonna go with, honestly, it's pretty obvious for me, the graphics. Yeah, I mean, it's the oldest of COD on this entire list, so obviously the graphics are the worst of any Call of Duty on this entire list. But I mean, they have remastered it, obviously. There's Call of Duty 4 remastered, but I don't know, I just think obviously I would much rather play Call of Duty 4 with more updated graphics. Even COD 4 Remastered is a little bit outdated at this point. That game came out in, what, 2017? So even those graphics are a slightly bit outdated. So I would like to just see it nice and refreshed, that's all. But if that's the only downside I can come up with for COD 4, obviously that means it's a pretty good game. As for Call of Duty World at War, also guys, really quick, I know that I was supposed to be doing the ranking all shotguns video today. It'll be coming out next. I apologize. That video is coming out very shortly. Also, I want to just do more videos that aren't just the ranking all guns videos, because obviously those are going to run out soon, and I have a ton of ideas anyway, so I don't want people to like just think I'm the ranking all guns guy. I want to do other videos too and just have fun with it, whatever. So either way, for World at War, the thing that I'm going to go with for the worst thing about World at War is the weapon balancing. Yeah, we joke about it nowadays about how the MP40 was broken, the FG42 was broken, but they were broken, dude. I mean, they were so good, and there was nothing that could even come relatively close to some of them. PPSH was kind of broken too. Most of the rifles like M1 Garand, SVT, Gewehr, those were literally just useless. Like, there was no point to use them because of how busted other weapons were. It was, again, it's funny to look back at it now, but like, if we got a Call of Duty like that today and the weapons were built like that, oh my god, the outrage would be insane. As for Modern Warfare 2, again, this is a very, very small thing. It's not anything that's very, that doesn't truly ruin the game, so that's obviously a very good thing. It's the camos. I actually thought about putting weapon balancing for the Modern Warfare 2 entry instead of World at War, but then I thought about it. It wasn't that, like, one or two weapons in Modern Warfare 2 were broken. It was that every weapon in Modern Warfare 2 felt broken. It was insane. There was a couple that were just dog water, and so you just never used them, obviously, but the majority of weapons in MW2 were nasty, and so I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. They were all balanced. They were just all balanced brokenly. But either way, for Modern Warfare 2, yeah, the camos in this game are just not that great to go back and look at them and everything like that. Like, the best that it had, in my opinion, was Blue Tiger, and even Blue Tiger was, like, honestly, let's be real, bro. I know a lot of people nowadays hate modern CODs. It's just, like, the thing to hate them and anything like that, but let's be real, man. They have made Blue Tiger significantly cooler than Modern Warfare 2's Blue Tiger. And then the Autumn camo being the final camo. There wasn't even a gold camo in this game. I don't know. I just think Modern Warfare 2's camos were just a little bit underwhelming. As for Call of Duty Black Ops 1, definitely going to get some hate on this one, because this is, every time I talk about this, people freaking hate me and like say that I'm like an idiot and a butt sniffer or whatever. But they gotta be new gens, or either they're new gens or they're looking at it with the most rose-tinted glasses of all time and haven't played it recently, because it's Black Ops 1, and the thing that I don't like the most about Black Ops 1 is sniping. Dude, yes, the L96A1 has one of the most satisfying sounds. When you rechamber it, has one of the most satisfying firing sounds, and hitting somebody in Black Ops 1 felt so nice. But the reason why was because it was so freaking hard to do. And that is a skill issue, I know, but it wasn't even really my fault, because, again, I've explained it 17 times, most of you guys know this by now, but Black Ops 1 is the only COD in history where your crosshairs did not line up when you aimed down sights, because they literally tried everything they could to get rid of quick scoping in Black Ops 1. They hated it. They did not like it. They thought at first, nowadays obviously they like it, but back then they did not. And so they tried everything they could to get rid of it, and that was how they tried doing it, which made it just not fun, man. It was like, it was fun in the sense of like, yeah, it was satisfying, but that's just a stupid. Imagine if they did that in Black Ops 6. Do you know the outrage people would have? It's insane. All right, Modern Warfare 3. This is not something Modern Warfare 3 introduced. It's not something new to Modern Warfare 3, but it is horrible in this game. Way worse than the first time that they introduced it. It's death streaks. Modern Warfare 2 is the first one to actually include death streaks, getting rewarded for dying over and over and over again. And they were pretty bad. Painkiller was annoying in Modern Warfare 2, but they weren't like horribly busted or anything. In Modern Warfare 3, oh my god, they were annoying. There was a couple like Final Stand, Martyrdom. You had Juiced. Juiced wasn't too bad, if I'm being honest. I think Juiced was actually just kind of cool. I actually kind of wish that Juiced was just like a perk that you could put on. But Martyrdom, oh my god, that was frustrating. Final Stand, oh my god, that was frustrating. The C4 one, I don't remember what that one was called. That was frustrating. This sucked. It was not a good idea. You got rewarded for being dog water at the game. It's almost like what we have nowadays with skill-based matchmaking. You got rewarded for being worse, which is the complete opposite of what you should do in a video game, obviously. All right, literally, I could have put anything here, and there's still going to be one or two comments getting mad at me because it's Black Ops 2, obviously, and Black Ops 2 is the most glazed video game of all time. It is one of my favorite CODs of all time, too, don't get me wrong, but wow, it's like you can't say a single bad thing about this game without having every freaking Call of Duty player yelling at you for it. So I'm going to go with started the paid cosmetics. Yeah, listen, I love weaponized 115 and whatever the blue one was called, Afterlife. I love those camos just as much as the next guy. Cyborg was freaking awesome. I was a bacon glazer too. I liked bacon. I don't know why everybody hated bacon. Everybody thought bacon was like horrible. I thought it was cool. There was a bunch of dragon was cool. The Pack-a-Punch camo was cool. There's a bunch of cool camos is what I'm trying to say that you could pay $2 for and get them on every single weapon. It was actually a good deal. However, obviously this is what made Call of Duty realize they could make money on microtransactions in their video games, and realistically speaking, we have Black Ops 2 to thank for that. Now, obviously, Black Ops 2, we'd much rather have Black Ops 2's paid cosmetic system than we have today, where you spend $20 and get a skin for one gun and an operator skin that you can't even see anyways, and so it's absolutely worthless. But it did all start here, so I'm going to put it as a bad point. As for Call of Duty Ghosts, what is the worst thing about COD Ghost? Well, there's a lot of bad things about COD Ghost, man. I was just not the biggest COD Ghosts fan. I know a lot of people nowadays are like, oh, it's so underrated. Hey, man, if you like it, good for you, man. I'm happy you like it. Like, dude, go back and play it. Honestly, please do, because nowadays, oh my god, there's literally like 50 people online total whenever I try to go play the game. It's so frustrating. But the worst thing, in my opinion, with COD Ghost is the maps. The maps were just way too freaking large in COD Ghost, dude. They were just way too big. Strike Zone, or whatever it was called, the one with the freaking hot dog dude on it, I can't remember it right now, was easily the best map in that game at launch, at least. And the reason as to why that is literally just because it was the smallest map in the game at launch. You had Stonehaven. That thing was, oh my god, Stonehaven was the entire state of Illinois. That one with the oh my god, what was it called? It was like a, oh, I'm gonna have to look it up after this because I can't remember it right now. But it was just, there was so many. All maps in this game were just huge. And then the one map that they like introduced that was new and like small and like a DLC map, Free Fall or whatever it was called. That map was extremely small and good and everything, but it gave people literal nausea because it had the biggest screen shake of all time. It was literally making people like pass out and throw up and have headaches and stuff. It was just like, well, come on, COD Ghost. The map design was horrible in this game. All right, I looked it up. The map I was thinking about was called Siege. That was the COD Ghost map. That is just so trash, just like Stonehaven. Either way, Advanced Warfare. What is the worst feature or thing about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? It's the supply drops. Yeah, it's so obviously the supply drops, man. By the way, we're not going to reuse this for Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare and World War II and COD 4 Remastered and Black Ops 4, but just know that, yeah, supply drops, for the time that they lasted, obviously were just a cancer on the community, and this is where it all started, so we're going to use it as the Advanced Warfare entrance here. And on top of that, in the later CODs, they actually got really good at supply drops, and I think it was honestly more fun than the way that we have now of earning weapons, where it was like you got armory credits as well for just completing challenges or daily things or getting duplicates or whatever it may be, that you could spend on whatever weapons you wanted or whatever in the supply drops. But back in Advanced Warfare, that was not the case. You just had to spend supply drops and pray to the gods that you got a new weapon. And on top of all of that, dude, this is easily the worst kinds of supply drops. You would literally get gloves and boots and pairs of jeans, the pair of fucking pants. Like, dude, this is where it all started. It was just annoying. It was so frustrating. Thank God we're out of this phase. Black Ops 3. Again, just want to make it abundantly clear, supply drops could definitely take the cake for Black Ops 3 again. I just feel like it would be a boring video if I used it for a bunch of different entries here. But yeah, supply drops in Black Ops 3 are like one of the biggest, actually definitely the biggest feature that I hate in this game. But either way, the one that's different from supply drops that we're going to go with for Black Ops 3 is campaign. Campaign in Black Ops 3 just freaking suck. Now listen, I'm not a big campaign guy. You guys know that. I've only played through, like completed maybe 4 Call of Duty campaigns. I'm not a big campaign head. But I tried Black Ops 3 because this is my favorite Call of Duty, as you guys know. Black Ops 3 is easily my favorite. I love it so much. Multiplayer was a blast, and zombies is peak. Like, it's one of the best experiences that you'll ever have in gaming, in my opinion. So I did, since I had so much time playing Black Ops 3, eventually I did try the campaign, and yeah, it never hooked me either. Now, I can't really comment on the other campaigns, because again, I'm not a big campaign guy, and haven't played all the campaigns, but pretty much everybody online has said that the campaign in Black Ops 3 is easily one of the worst in the series, and so that's what we're going with today. As for Infinite Warfare had a bunch of hate, a bunch of flack. I think that personally, everybody else that talks about Ghost being overrated or overhated, I should say. I think this is the most overhated COD, dude. Infinite Warfare. I feel like people never even gave it a chance, and like they just said it was bad, even though they never even played it, because it's actually not a bad game at all, in my opinion. But the worst thing, in my opinion, for Infinite Warfare is easily weapon design. The weapon design in this game is just, it makes every single gun look the exact same, and every single gun does not look like how you want it to look. Dude, shotguns in this game look so stupid. The DCM-8 shotgun in this game is just a big box. You're quite literally just holding a cardboard box in your hand, and it is so annoying. Like, every gun in Infinite Warfare just looks not cool. Like, you don't want to use it because it doesn't look cool. I know it sounds stupid, but that's how people are. It's a first-person shooter, man. I want to use a gun in a first-person shooter that I think is cool, that I think is fun to use, and you know what I mean? And now the one thing I will say with Infinite Warfare is obviously the weapons, in terms of like what they have like special abilities that they can only do, and like, because it's an advanced Call of Duty, obviously, so it's futuristic, so the weapons can do like these crazy things and change. That's cool, but the design themselves of the weapons and how they look is just boring. Call of Duty World War II. I love some World War II action. Y'all know that already, man. I've been playing World War II a lot recently because I'm trying to get all the DLC weapons, and it's actually kind of fun to earn. See, this is what I mean. This is supply drops done well, even though supply drops, again, still kind of annoying just to have them in general, because they are literally trying to get children addicted to gambling. Obviously, that's not cool. But like the way they do it in this game, it's very, very fun, and you can actually earn the weapons that you want to earn and stuff, so that's cool. However, the worst thing in this game is obviously the perk/division system in general. It just doesn't work. Even today, like, they have reworked it, and it's definitely better than at launch. At launch, it was just like, I don't even know whose idea that was to make them the way that they were. But nowadays, it's still not that fun. Like, it's just weird. You have to have, like, you get to pick between 2 perks, pretty much, because the division itself has like a bunch of perks within it, pretty much, that we know and love. Things like sleight of hand, or like having double explosives, or whatever it may be, and then you get your other actual perk. I forget what they call it in this game, but then you get to pick that as well, and then that's pretty much it. And it's just like kind of annoying, man. I had to look it up real quick because it was going to drive me nuts. They called it the basic trainings. That's what it was, yeah. Basic trainings, even though obviously it's freaking perks. I don't know why they called it that. Either way, as for Black Ops 4, what is the thing that I don't like the most about Black Ops 4? This is a weird one, I know, and it's kind of, people might get a little bit confused about it, but I think Black Ops 4 is too cramped. Dude, I don't know if I'm the only person that thinks this. Every time I play Black Ops 4, the maps feel like your character is King Kong running through this map, and they're just like, there's like these such tight little hallways. Zombies in Black Ops 4, that's the big problem with zombies in Black Ops 4 too. Everybody hates Black Ops 4 zombies, and they're always like, oh, well, it's because of this, it's because of that. Dude, it's because the maps just feel cramped. There's so much crap on the screen, and you're just like walking through these corridors, and there's like nowhere to move. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but dude, yeah, that's what I'm putting here for Black Ops 4. I think it's too cramped. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. The change up, the start of what I consider the new gen or new age Call of Duty games. The advanced movement. Obviously, there's a big shift here. They tried saving their franchise, and honestly, it kind of worked. Modern Warfare 2019 did bring back a lot of players, but easily, in my opinion, the most overhyped COD as of today. People nowadays look at it with the biggest rose-tinted glasses. They're like, it's so fun because Search was fun. I'll admit Search was fun in Modern Warfare 2019, but there was a big problem with all 6v6 modes that weren't Search and Destroy. Anything, domination, hardpoint, headquarters, doesn't matter what it was, and it was camping. Modern Warfare 2019 has a severe camping problem. No matter what game it is, they will have campers, and it was because of the idea that they were trying their absolute best to pander towards casual. So because of in doing that, they managed to make it so that all these maps just had so many different ways to make is just a camp and wait for players to walk in, which is crazy because obviously they also brought into the newest movement system with this tactical sprinting and stuff like that, and this is also when they introduced camp. It's just sad. Camping in this game is still to this day a problem. Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops Cold War, in my opinion, one of the weaker modern CODs for sure. A lot of people say it's one of the better ones, and I think the reason why a lot of people like this one as one of the modern CODs is because it is one of the slower playing CODs in terms of like movement and stuff. It's not crazy over the top movement, so a lot of the veterans like it for that. But either way, in my opinion, the worst thing about Black Ops Cold War is the kill streak system. I think most people will agree with me on this, but they tried to change up the kill streak system the way it works. They went with a score streak again, which I always have kind of liked kill streaks better, if I'm being honest. I don't know why score streaks are so popular, but either way, they went with a score streak system, and that would have been fine if it was just like, you know, score streaks as we know it, but it's not. And instead, in this game, the way it works is you get more XP if you go on kill streaks, and when you go on kill streaks or point streaks or whatever, and you start getting more XP, the XP adds up over time and you get more towards your next kill streak. But when you die, you don't lose it. However, if you keep dying, if you get 1 kill and die, 1 kill and die, 1 kill and die, let's say you get 30 kills around, but you die 30 times as well, you'll probably won't get your last kill streak in that game because of the way the system works. But if you get 30 kills in a row, you will get the last kill streak. It's really weird how this thing works, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. Because on one hand, it could either A, make it so that you could never see your kill streaks, and it's really annoying, or B, make it so that everybody gets their kill streaks, even though they don't technically deserve them. And it's just, either way, it's not fun, and it's just stupid. Call of Duty Vanguard is my least favorite, my least played, easily too, Call of Duty ever created. I hated Vanguard ever since it was launched, and I still to this day go back and try playing it and just don't have too much fun, man. I'm just not a fan of Call of Duty Vanguard, so unfortunately I had to go with two things. I couldn't just choose one that I think is the worst in this game, because the first one is zombies. Yeah, they introduced 2 round-based maps towards the end. One was quite literally just a map that they already had in the game, which is an actual insult, and the other one was just a remastered World at War map that they've already remastered 2 times before, but it wasn't enough in my opinion. That's still not good, and it was still not fun. And the other thing for Call of Duty Vanguard, the other big problem with Vanguard, the thing that I hate the most, is the realism. You're playing a World War II shooter and you got people running around with laser guns. What else do I have to say? Like, anybody that wanted to play a World War II shooter tactically was just shafted right at the launch of the game when you could tactical sprint around the map. Like, that is just dumb, man. It's just dumb. If you're gonna make a World War II game, swallow your pride for a second and make it realistic, okay? It's like, do you have to make money on children every game you make Call of Duty? It was an insult to anybody that was playing this game, and it was so stupid. The realism in this game is just not even close. Modern Warfare 2022, another game that I think is really overhated. People say this is like the worst of the modern CODs. I actually kind of enjoyed Modern Warfare 2022, man. I had a good time on it. I got Orion on it. I had a lot of fun, man. I liked it a lot. One of the most amount of weapons in a Call of Duty game too, by the way, which is freaking awesome. And then it was cool. I don't know. I think it was just a big upgrade from Modern Warfare 2019 in every single way, pretty much. But the big downside to this game is easily the movement. The movement feels clunky. If you're going to go all out with the tactical sprinting and the sliding and stuff like that, at least make it feel fun and make it feel like nice and fluent, you know what I mean? And that's not what they did at all with Modern Warfare 2022. They introduced the tactical sprinting, so it made all the veterans not want to play the game because they don't like they don't like that advanced movement, while also making it super clunky and slow, and which made all the new gens not want to play the game, which is, I think, the reason why people hate this game so much. And it sucks because they could have just fine-tuned this a little bit, made it a little bit better, and made the handling just a little bit better in the movement system, and would have had at least at least a pretty good praise, because obviously we saw the praise the next year with Modern Warfare 3 and that game's movement. That game's movement is probably the best, in my opinion, in any Call of Duty ever created. If they had just tried doing that with Modern Warfare 2, it would have been a lot better. Either way, Modern Warfare 3, another pretty decent, actually, modern Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare 3 is a very, very fun game. I still play it quite often. I think a lot of this, there's you know, a lot of skill-based matchmaking and bogus that goes on in terms of the matchmaking system and your character, and if you do good you get punished for it, which is unfortunate. And I don't like seeing how there's 7,000 different skins that they're trying to sell you every single time that you log into the game. That's obviously not fun, but the gameplay itself is a pretty good time, especially if the skill-based matchmaking is on your side. But the bad thing with Modern Warfare 23, and honestly this is not even that big a deal, so it's pretty good, but I went with the armory credits. I don't think the armory credit system was very fun. I still, dude, I'm level like 300 or something in Modern Warfare 23, and I still don't have all the perks and all the kill streaks. I'm still working towards getting them all. Like, if you just play relatively casually and don't play like all the time, you probably will never get to see all the that the game has to offer, which is extremely dumb. And it's because of the armory system. You have to complete daily challenges. Well, you only get 3 of those a day, obviously, and so you can only get 3 armory credits per day unless you win matches. But that's not your fault 9 times out of 10, because you're playing on a team-based game. There's been times where I get to sit on the hard point for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and my team do not sit on it at all, and so we lose that match. And it's just like, I don't know. I think they could have gone at it a better. Again, every COD always thinks that they have to change something to make it different. Kill streaks in Black Ops Cold War, the perk system in World War II. In Modern Warfare 3, it was how to unlock your weapons, and that, or just gear in general, and that was with armory credits, and I just don't think that worked. So Black Ops 6, the most recent COD, and a Call of Duty that I just, wow, I cannot stand this game anymore. I got Dark Matter in it and immediately pretty much stopped playing after that, and was like, never really went back. And dude, it's like actually so much better for my mental health. It's insane. Like, I literally feel like so much happier now that I don't play Black Ops 6 daily. It is such a frustrating game, and the reason why, and this is the biggest downside to this game, the only thing, if they just changed this, got rid of this, I guarantee it would make a lot of people want to come back. Any of the matchmaking bogus that they have in this game. Obviously, we've had skill-based matchmaking in the past, and it's been pretty bad. This game has clearly pumped up the skill-based matchmaking quite a bit, which is obviously already annoying, but I'm just going to say it, and I don't care if I sound like a conspiracy theorist, I don't care if I sound like an idiot, there's clearly something else at play here. I've been playing Call of Duty games since Black Ops 1. I have never once seen anybody try and throw out claims that there was skill-based damage ever in any Call of Duty except for this one. Why do you think that is? Like, all these people just now randomly decided to start complaining about how their bullets aren't doing enough damage and how it's like the most inconsistent amount of damage that you're doing to enemies. No, that's not something that just happens randomly, dude. It's because clearly there actually is something going on. Now, is it actually skill-based damage? I don't know. Maybe it is server side. Maybe it is hit reg or whatever. I don't know. But something is going on with this game, and there's clearly, like, dude, there was a clip I had on my Xbox of me shooting somebody in Warzone. I don't play Warzone, but it was like one of my only matches in Warzone. Shooting him 15 times at pretty much maybe 10 feet away with an XM4. 15 times. I slowed it down, watched it in slow motion with my buddies, and we counted. It was 15 times, and he didn't die. He turns and shoots me. I think it was 6 times. I think it was with another assault rifle. I can't remember the assault rifle he had, but he shot me 6 times and killed me. That's just like, that should never happen. That should never happen in a first-person shooter game. I have to shoot him triple the amount of times he has to shoot me to kill me with a weapon that should be relatively the same. That's insane. And there's again, there's like engagement optimized matchmaking or whatever, ways for them to try and get you to keep playing this game as much as possible so that you can potentially buy more things and make them more money. And it is just so freaking unbelievably scummy, and I can't support that. It is so bad. It is clearly the worst, and it's so sad because it's not even something that's actually in the game. Like, everything else so far has been something that's in the game that you do, you know, kill streaks in Black Ops Cold War, zombies in Vanguard, the movement in Modern Warfare 2, armory credits in Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops 6, this is something that's in the engine of the game, and that is all the matchmaking bogus that they put in the game, which is insane. And then obviously there are also the other people that feel like they have aim assist, skill-based aim assist or whatever, skill-based hit registration. There's all this stuff that just feels too weird and doesn't feel like it's real. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video of the worst thing or feature, whatever you want to call it, in every single Call of Duty. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great mumbo jumbo. I will be commenting on my new channel that I created, where I'm going to be doing any sort of Let's Plays or gameplays or whatever of non-Call of Duty games. So anything else that I want to play, I'll be uploading over there. It'll be like the most random channel of all time. There will literally be like racing games. There will be like open world RPGs, first-person shooter. There will be just the most random amount of games over there. It's just going to be like a random channel that I'm going to upload things on when I want to. I'm also not going to follow a schedule on the channel. I'm just going to be the most random channel of all time. But if you want to go check that out, by all means, go right ahead. Also, guys, if you made it to this point, you probably enjoy me as like a content creator, which thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So I just want to make it abundantly clear, guys, even though I was complaining about a lot of things in today, again, it's just the nature of a list like this. It's the worst thing, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more negative than a regular video. Doesn't mean that I actually hate all these CODs, though, obviously. Just want to make that abundantly clear, man. I love almost every single Call of Duty. Even the ones that I hate the most, like Black Ops 6, Vanguard, Ghosts. Even those CODs, I still would like rather play those than a lot of other video games, man. Like, a lot of other video games, I would still rather play them. They're probably, like, you know what I'm saying? So I still love them and everything. It's just not they just kind of make me mad sometimes. But either way, guys, yeah, in 2 days is going to be the shotguns ranking video. Tomorrow's obviously going to be our zombies map video. Those aren't getting that many views, so I might stop doing them if I'm being honest, because I like making them for sure. Like, dude, I have so many lined up already, so I'm definitely going to upload the ones that I still already have lined up. But I don't know, you guys are just not watching them and everything, so might try changing it up a little bit. But either way, that's the plan for the next couple of days. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.